The sprint race in Mexico went off with a little too much of a bang, and as debris flew in all directions, Germany was an innocent victim. Out front there were no problems for Team Malaysia, who won their third race of the season. The feature race saw more drama as the Mexico City track claimed notable scalps, such as the host nation, while Team USA eased into second and chased all the way to the flag. But ultimately Team GBR took its first ever A1 win, courtesy of Oliver Jarvis. We've travelled around the world again to another huge city, on the southeast coast of China. Shanghai is the commercial hub of this huge country, rich in heritage and culture, but bustling with enterprise and reaching to the sky, the architectural triumphs embodying the energy of its people.
This top-class facility was designed by the renowned circuit designer Hermann Tilker. It's a picture of colour, with bright stands and rooftops in the shape of lotus leaves. The circuit itself has a mixture of fast sweeping corners and tight bends, and in some places the track falls away. The A1GP drivers always look forward to racing here.
Welcome back to the fabulous Shanghai International Racetrack with a revised layout this year, 14 turns and 2.8 miles in length. The deceptively fast entry into turn 1 then tightens into turn 2. It's all about track position as you drop downhill into turn 3 and then maximum acceleration up to the revised part of the racetrack, the quick right at turn 4, then immediately you cut back for 5. Use of the curbs is permitted, but all four wheels must not be off the racetrack. We're back onto the original circuit layout into turn 6, and like many of the corners here in Shanghai, it just keeps going. Turn 7 isn't particularly important, but the exit of turn 8 is, because it leads on to another straight, and therefore overtaking possibilities into turn 9. It pays to be economical through this part of racetrack, which then leads on to the quickest corner on the circuit, turn 10, and then the exit, turn 11. We're now on the fastest part of the Shanghai International Circuit, the never-ending 1 kilometre long straight. Use of power boost and slipstream make turn 12 always an overtaking opportunity, as well as a scene of a lot of action. And then the final turn 14 brings you back onto start-finish straight, and that little dip that carries you across the start-finish line.
The Shanghai Straight became a wind tunnel before the start of qualifying as the weather closed in. As normal, Germany and New Zealand set the early pace, but it was a shock, stunning lap by Team USA and 18-year-old driver Jonathan Somerton who went fastest.
What a brilliant effort that is by Jonathan Somerton.
Teams were forced to make changes to the cars before qualifying too. Home team China showed some early form, whilst Germany pushed USA to third. New Zealand and Johnny Reid went out on old tyres, but what could they do?
That is our new fastest lap of the day.
In session 3, potential championship winner Nico Hülkenberg and Team Germany could only manage 4th best.
Let's see what it does, and that was no improvement.
Whilst Great Britain and Robbie Kerr jumped into the top 3. New Zealand held on to provisional pole from the USA, but in the final session there was all to play for. Germany could not improve on their time, but New Zealand could, and did in impressive style. But as the team were celebrating, Great Britain was still out on track.
He is on a mega lap, and he's done it! Great Britain takes pole position!
Hopefully this weekend I can get a win, and I'm really looking forward to it. And the sprint race, we'll just stay clean and get a good grid position for the feature.
A little bit disappointing to lose out in the last segment, but that's motor racing. We didn't quite nail the balance at the end there.
It's going to be fantastic. We're on the right side of the grid for the rolling start, and so we've got the inside line going into the first corner, and we just got to go out there and make it count.
Eight months ago, battle commenced. This weekend is the start of the showdown. It's Germany versus New Zealand.
A1GP in New Zealand is a big deal. It's the biggest form of motorsport there now, so to be here and to be competing has been great.
I'm racing until I'm 5 in the German championships, and now I'm racing in the international championship for Germany, and that's a great thing.
That would mean a lot. I mean, to win championships is always a great thing, and yeah, we're hoping that we could do it.
We have a lot of support back in New Zealand, so from that aspect, it would mean a lot to win the championship and win races this weekend.
But which nation will take home the World Cup?
Do you know your credit score? Do you know what's in your credit report? You can find out for free right now at freecreditreport.com.
Knowing my credit score helped me save money on my home loan.
Now we can monitor all 3 of our national credit reports every day.
It helps us save money and check for potential identity theft.
Just a few clicks, and I get my credit report and credit score free.
Log on now to freecreditreport.com.
Offer applies with the Roman Triple Advantage.
Like I said, we live in a society where the individual ego and the group dynamic are in constant struggle.
Response?
Yeah, I have a response. What?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Nobody said this was going to be easy.
Now see, if Geico.com had taken that approach, instead of telling everyone it's so easy a caveman can do it, I wouldn't be having an existential meltdown right now.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Left here.
Morning, gentlemen.
So how did the testing go? Well, low-quality discount gasolines can leave behind engine gunk.
Hate engine gunk.
I know you do. Well, Shell stopped gunky buildup to help engines perform at their best.
Still won't turn right, huh? Not gonna happen.
Introducing an automotive breakthrough. ZNet, only at AutoZone. Now AutoZoners have the power to find you the right part faster with diagrams, photos, and instructions. So you'll get the job done right the first time, every time. ZNet, only at AutoZone.
You're slow, you lose, you're gone.
Senna, tonight.
This speed presentation is brought to you by A1TeamUSATV.com.
It's a rather murky day as we prepare for the sprint race here, the 10th event of A1GP World Cup of Motorsport. Well, we've got some young fans here this weekend. It's nice to see. We're on the edge of a huge city, of course, but Germany have every chance of wrapping up the A1 title here today. I wonder how Nico Hülkenberg feels. He's on the grid right now with Lee.
Nico, it's a big weekend for you. It always is a big weekend, but you could win the championship here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I had a good night, and from P4 everything is possible. We just have to get through the first corner, through the first lap, and then I will build up my race, and I'm confident.
Were there problems with the car in qualifying, or was it just taking a bit longer, or why P4? Because usually you're much further up.
Yeah, we had a bit of traffic in Q4, Q3, and then Q4. I didn't put the sectors together, but I think we sorted it out, and it should be good for today.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Yes, we all sort of expect him nowadays to be on pole position because of his remarkable record in A1GP. The Chinese crowd beginning to pack into that grandstand. But nearer the front of the grid, Jonathan Somerton for the USA. I wonder how he's going to go from third place. It was an excellent effort in qualifying. He really did challenge for pole position. But now he's got to try and hold on to that third place, perhaps take another podium finish. Nico Hülkenberg alongside him. He starts fourth. He's going to take the fight here to Robbie Kerr. This is how all of the cars line up on the grid for the sprint race, and it's Great Britain that starts from pole position. It's the first pole for Great Britain in some 13 A1GP events. New Zealand will start alongside them on the front row with Johnny Reed, and then a superb USA third, Germany in fourth place, India in their best ever fifth ahead of Switzerland sixth, France starts seventh ahead of Malaysia in eighth, Canada ninth with Sean McIntosh back at the wheel, Enrico Tocacello 10th for Italy. Then it's South Africa and China on the sixth row. The seventh row, Indonesia and and the Netherlands. And on row 8, Brazil with a new driver, Vitor Meira, with Mexico alongside new man there too, Sergio Perez. Ireland's Richard Lyon starts 17th ahead of Portugal. We've got Lebanon in 19th, the Czech Republic 20th, and at the back, Australia and Pakistan. 22 cars to do battle in 10 laps around this Shanghai circuit, a shorter version of the track than was used last year. The safety car keeps them nice and slow as they approach turn 14 here at Shanghai, and we prepare for the 10-lap sprint race. Great Britain on pole position. We're looking from Team Germany's point of view in 4th there. Great Britain on the outside as they come around this final corner, and it's Robbie Kerr who now dictates the pace. He will have the inside run to the first corner, but what about New Zealand? They have a fast racing car. Will they go on the attack? The red lights are on. We wait for the sprint race in Shanghai to get underway, and away goes Robbie Kerr, and he's made a very good start. New Zealand slots into 2nd place. Germany is in the middle of the group there. Malaysia's made a great start, and so has Switzerland. Germany's going to battle to try and get back into 4th place, which it does. Switzerland around the outside of India. Great Britain leads. New Zealand 2nd, USA 3rd, and Italy a bit wide.
Italy ran wide, but a good start from Team GBR and New Zealand. Both were on power boost, so both were alert to the benefits of using it. Everybody has managed to get through 1, 2 and 3 cleanly. Now watch through 4 and 5.
Malaysia managed to nip past India there as well. Malaysia up into 6th place, having started 8th. Good start, but here Germany on the inside of USA trying to get past, and Nico Hulkenberg trying to nip past Jonathan Somerton. Hasn't completed it yet, but he's still trying, and he can't quite make it, and he's got to watch out because otherwise Switzerland will be through.
Indeed, and Jonathan Somerton did not want to vacate that 3rd place under a lot of pressure coming around turn 6, but he managed to hold track position.
Well, this is Hulkenberg. He loves to race, and he will go on the attack for Team Germany here. Now, watch him as they come round the long looping right-hander. This leads on to the longest straight in A1GP, 1.1 kilometres, 3/4 of a mile long. Get out of this corner well, pick up the slipstream, and there's your opportunity to overtake. You're riding on board Team Germany. He's on the power boost, but USA is not on the power boost. This is surely a chance for Nico Hulkenberg to take 3rd place. He moves over to the inside. Now he's got to complete it under braking. The leader's still Great Britain from New Zealand, but it's Germany now up into 3rd.
Surprisingly, America to choose not to use power boost when it was there available. He's still got 4 shots remaining. Now he's coming back, trying to get down the inside into turn 14, but not far enough up alongside and has had to concede. Fall back, lost 1 position. Nico Hulkenberg's on the move, but comes across the line. He's already 2.3 seconds behind Team GBR in the lead.
Yeah, Great Britain leads, although New Zealand's not far behind in 2nd place. Then you've got the gap back to Germany, then it's USA and Switzerland. Look at people on the power boost buttons on this run in the sprint race. Well, we'll see what happens. Malaysia, of course, moved up to 6th from starting 8th. India have dropped to 7th, Canada up to 8th, France in 9th, South Africa in 10th place. Our further back Team Ireland have moved up a couple of places. They're up to 15th from starting 17th.
So let's look at the start again, and immediately Robbie Kerr took full advantage. Team New Zealand right under the rear wing, looking to go down the inside, but